Greetings to you all. Welcome to Class 10, Unit 7 Prose, The Dying Detective, Book Back Exercise Part 2. Dear children, already we have discussed question answers. Now let's see from vocabulary. Page 194. First one is homophones. What is a homophone? Homophones are words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings. The text has many homophones such as see. S-E-E means பார்க்கிறது. S-E-E, that is also see, but that is cuddle. H-E-A-R, here, it means கேட்கிறது. H-E-R-E, here, it means இங்கே. K-N-E-W, new, newனா தெரியும். N-E-W, new, it means புதுசு, new, okay? Now, moving on to section C, complete the following sentences by choosing the correct options given. First one, Nitish bought a dash cricket bat. Your options are K-N-E-W new or N-E-W new. So, Nitish bought a new, N-E-W, new na புதிய. Second one, the shepherd dash the cry of his sheep. Your bracket words are H-E-R-D heard and H-E-A-R-D heard. First heard வந்து கூட்டம் கூட்டமா மந்தை சொல்றோம். Second one, the shepherd dash the cry of his sheep, and the bracket words are H-E-R-D heard and H-E-A-R-D heard. H-E-R-D means மந்தை, okay, கூட்டம் கூட்டமாக collective noun. H-E-A-R-D means கேட்கிறது. So the shepherd heard, H-E-A-R-D, heard the cry of his sheep. Third one, Lakshmi completed her baking dash successfully. So the options are C-O-U-R-S-E, C-O-A-R-S-E. So C-O-U-R-S-E means ஒரு course, படிக்கிறது. Okay, so the answer is Lakshmi completed her baking course successfully. Fourth one, Priya has broken her dash limbs. So your options are F-O-U-R, four, and F-O-R-E. So F-O-U-R means four, நாலு. F-O-R-E means front ன்னு அர்த்தம். So Priya has broken her four limbs, F-O-R-E. Fifth one, leaders of the world must work towards the dash of human race. So your options are P-E-A-C-E, peace, P-R-E-C-E, peace. So P-E-A-C நாக்கா சமாதானம், P-I-E-C நாக்கா peace, cutting இருக்கிறது. So the leaders of the world must work towards the P-E-A-C-E, peace. Fine children? Okay. Now moving on to D section. Let's see some commonly confused words. English has a lot of commonly confused words. They either look alike or look and sound alike, but have completely different meanings and usage. Here are some examples from the text. Brought. That is verb. Brought na ஒரு வினைச்சொல். Past participle of bring. Example, Anita had brought a book from the library. Next one is bought. Bought-நாக்கா அது ஒரு வினைச்சொல். Bought. அது ரெண்டு விஷயம் இருக்கு இல்லையா? ஒன்று வந்து காசு கொடுத்து வாங்குறது வந்து bought. இன்னொன்று வந்து bring past tense brought. புரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? கொண்டு வந்தேன். அந்த brought தான் இப்போ படிச்சிருக்கு. B-R-O-U-G-H-T. இப்போ buy வாங்குறது, காசு கொடுத்து வாங்குறதுக்கு ஓட past tense bought. Past participle of buy. Example, Lalita had bought a new dress last week. Okay, next one, A-F-F-E-C-T, affect. It is verb to have an effect on. Example, the pet's death affected his master. அதுக்கு பாதிப்பு இருக்குது. Effect, anything brought about by a cause or agent. Result, example, both El Nino and La Nina are opposite effects of the same phenomenon. Fine children? Okay. Moving on to D section. Complete the tabular column by finding the meanings of both the words given in the boxes. Use them in sentence of your own. We'll see here. Pocket. P-O-C-K-E-T. Pocket. That is noun form. A small bag sewn into or on clothing to carry small things. Packet. அது பாக்கெட்னாக்கா நம்ம பேண்ட் பாக்கெட், ஷர்ட் பாக்கெட் சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, பாக்கெட். Packet. Packetனாக்கா ஒரு packet. A paper or cardboard container, typically one in which goods are sold. ஸோ இப்போ சென்டென்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது சாண்டா ஃபில்ட் ஹிஸ் பாக்கெட் வித் கேண்டில்ஸ். ஸோ அவங்களோட பேண்ட் பாக்கெட்டோ ஷர்ட் பாக்கெட்டோ அது. Maheshri carried a packet of ribbons. Ribbon packet. Okay. Fine. So next one, fond and found. Fond adjective. Having an affection or liking for. Found na kandupidikirathu. Having been discovered by chance or unexpectedly. Now if you see the sentence, puppies are fond of soft balls. Fond na pidichirukkudu, liking nartham. Next one, Rosalind found a 100 rupee note on her way back home. Fine, children. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is LOST, lost, and LAST, last. LOST na தொலைஞ்சு போறது. Unable to find one's way. And last naka narinal varum. Coming after all other in time, in order. Okay. அந்த லாஸ்ட் வைக்கலாம். லாஸ்ட்னாக்கா கடைசியா, கடைசிக்கு லாஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி. இல்லைன்னா லைனில் வரும்போது லாஸ்ட்டு, லைக் தட். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் சில்ட்ரன், PAUSED paused and PASSED passed. Actually soundலாம் almost similar only the meaning will change. Pause naga interrupt action or speech briefly. Pause சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் டேப் ரெக்கார்டரில் பாஸ் பட்டன், ஆர் வீடியோ எடுத்துருக்கீங்க பாஸ் பட்டன், ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுறது, இன்டரப்ட். பாஸ்ட்னாக்கா கோ ஃபாஸ்ட் ஆர் அக்ராஸ் ஆர் மூர். பாஸ்ட் அது கடந்து போகிறது. ஓகே. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், பிக்சர். PITCHER பிக்சர் அண்ட் PICTURE பிக்சர். ஃபஸ்ட்டு பிக்சர்னாக்கா ஜக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, எ லார்ஜ் ஜக். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், PICTURE means a painting or an image. Okay, now let us see the sentence for LOST, lost, and LAST, last. Lost naka Meena lost her cell phone. Lost na தொலைஞ்சு போச்சு. Next one, the last lesson is an interesting story. கடைசி lesson interesting story. Now let's see the sentence for PAUSED and PASSED. The speaker paused to take water. Pause naga stop பண்றாங்க, interrupt. Next one, the new app passed all tests. Okay, கடந்துருச்சு. Now let's see the sentence for picture and picture. The lady bought water in a pitcher. PITCHER. Next one, the picture in picture technology is found in smart TV. Fine, children. Okay, now moving on to the next section, that is listening section. Section E, page 196. Listen to the story and answer the questions given below. Shall we listen? Unit 7, listening passage. Something is very wrong, says the detective. I know, says Miss Greaves. It's wrong that someone had stolen from me. The detective looks around Miss Greaves' apartment. That is not what I'm talking about, ma'am. What is wrong is that I do not understand how the robber got in and out. Miss Greaves and the detective stand in silence. Miss Greaves' eyes are full of tears. Her hands are shaking. The robber did not come through the window, says the detective. These windows have not been opened or shut in months. The detective looks at the fireplace. The robber did not squeeze down here. The detective walks to the front door. He examines the latch, and since there are no marks or scratches, the robber definitely did not try to break the lock. I have no idea how he did it, says a bothered Miss Greaves. It is a big mystery. And you say the robber stole nothing else, says the detective. No money, no jewelry, no crystal. That's right, detective. He took only what was important to me, Miss Greaves says with a sigh. There is only one thing I can do now. And what's that? The detective asks with surprise. I'll stop baking cakes, Miss Greaves says. They are mine to give away. They are not for someone to steal. You can't do that, says the detective with alarm. Who will bake those delicious cakes? I'm sorry, I don't know, says Miss Greaves. I must solve this case immediately, says the detective. Did you understand, children, the fun part over there? Alright, now let's do the answer. First question is, where did the story take place? Where did it take place? You have three options: in a bakery, at a police station, in Miss Greaves' apartment. And the answer is D option, in Miss Greaves' apartment. Second one, near the beginning of the story, Miss Greaves' eyes are full of tears. Her hands are shaking. How does Miss Greaves probably feel? Your options are: she's upset, she's tired, she's hungry, she is confused. And the answer is she is confused. Third one, children, what makes the detective sure that the robber did not come through the windows? Your options are: the windows are locked, the windows face a police station, the windows have not been used in months, the windows are too small for a person to fit through. So what is the answer? The windows have not been used in months. நிறைய நாளை யூஸ் பண்ணாத ஒரு window. Fourth one, what else was stolen from the apartment? Your options are: crystal, jewelry, money, nothing. Nothing was stolen, right? Actually, only cakes were stolen, right? So answer is D, nothing. Fifth one, and the robber definitely did not use the front door. Which is the best way to rewrite this sentence? Your options are: and the robber may not have used the front door, and the robber probably did not use the front door, and the robber was not able to use the front door, and the robber certainly did not use the front door. So which will be suitable? Well, and the robber certainly did not use the front door. Sixth one, what does Miss Greaves do with her cakes? Your options are: she eats them, she sells them, she hides them, she gives them away. And the answer is she gives them away. Okay. Seventh one, what does the detective seem to think will happen if he solves the mystery? Your options are: Miss Greaves will start baking cakes again, Miss Greaves will bake him extra cakes, Miss Greaves will give him secret recipe, or Miss Greaves will give him money and jewels. And the answer is Miss Greaves will start baking cakes again. Okay, she'll start now. Okay, and the eighth question is, do you like mysteries? What is your favorite kind of story? Explain. Yes, I like science fiction. I like Time Machine, written by H.G. Wells. Though it was published in 1895, the idea or the theme of the novel is strikingly modern. The vehicle allows an operator to travel purposely and selectively towards or backwards in time. I read science fiction stories written by Isaac Asimov also. It helps readers to break the barriers of time and distance and peek into remote past and distant future too. Okay, children, now moving on to speaking section. Review. So what is the meaning of review? A review is a critical assessment of a book, play, or a film, an event, etc. published in a newspaper or magazine. See, you are watching a movie or you are reading a book or a poem or whatever. So after watching the movie, ஒரு மூவி பார்த்துட்டு வரீங்க, அப்புறமா உங்ககிட்ட ஐடியா கேட்பாங்க எப்படி இருந்தது. ஸோ யூ வில் டெல் த பாசிட்டிவ், நெகட்டிவ், சீன் நல்லா இருந்தது, ஆர் ஃபோட்டோகிராஃபி, மியூசிக், ஸ்டண்ட், ஆல் தி திங்ஸ். ஸோ அதை பற்றி நீங்கள் பாசிட்டிவ் அண்ட் நெகட்டிவ் சொல்கிறதுக்கு பேர் தான் ரிவ்யூ. ஸோ யூ ஹேவ் டு ரைட் இட் இன் நியூஸ் பேப்பர் லைக் தட். ஓகே, ரிவ்யூ ப்ராசஸ் என்ன பண்ணுறது? ப்ரெசென்ட் இட் இன் infographics. First, choose the piece or work, book, movie, article or event. எதை பற்றி ரிவ்யூ பண்ணுறீங்க? புக்கா, மூவியா, ஆர்டிக்கலா, ஈவெண்ட்டா, லைக் தட். Read the selected piece or book, an article or watch it, a movie or event cautiously until you understand it thoroughly. புக்னாக்கா 2-3 times படிக்கணும். For example, when I write review and all, I read the book word by word, line by line, திரும்ப படிச்சுட்டு முக்கியமான வேர்டு அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணுற வேலை, அண்ட் பக்கத்துலேயே நம்மளோட கமெண்ட்ஸ், இது இப்படி இருந்தால் நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும், இது இந்த இதில் சரியில்லை. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி புக் ரிவ்யூ பண்ணுறது. மூவி ரிவ்யூ பண்ணாக்கா மூவி ஆஃப்டர் வாட்சிங் இட் 2-3 times, then we can write a review. Okay, children? Okay. Focus on the main eye of the piece and its purpose. Critically evaluate the work. எப்பயுமே when you judge something, no, இதில் எந்த ஒரு வேறுபாடு பாகுபாடுலாம் இருக்கக்கூடாது. No partiality. ஒரு சரியான ஜட்ஜ் ஆட்டும் பண்ணணும். குட் மீன்ஸ் குட், நாட் குட் மீன்ஸ் நாட் குட். வை, இது எப்படி இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம், அதெல்லாம் எழுதிக்கலாம். மேக் அ நோட் ஆஃப் ஆல் தட் இஸ் வர்தி ஆஃப் அனாலிசிஸ். சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்காமலே நல்ல இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டாக இருக்கிறத நோட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், போய்ட்ரி புக்கு இஃப் வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு ரிவ்யூ மீன்ஸ் யூ கேன் கோட் அ ஃபியூ லைன்ஸ். திஸ் இஸ் நைஸ். And how the author or the poet has written, all that you can write. Summarize it in a brief way. Present it orally or in written form. Okay, children? Moving on to F section. Exercise. Present the review of a movie that you have watched recently. இது நான் எழுதுறதை விட நீங்கள் நல்லாவே எழுதுவீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சரியா? Okay, children? You can write about a movie. Okay, review what you felt, like that. Fine? Okay, moving on to second question. Give a review of a book that has interested you a lot. ஸோ புக்கை படிச்சுட்டு எழுதுறது. இப்போ மூவி பார்த்துட்டு அதை பற்றி எழுதுறதுக்கு பேர் மூவி ரிவ்யூ. புக் பார்த்துட்டு புக்கு படிச்சுட்டு அதை எழுதுறது புக் ரிவ்யூ. ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ ஹவ் ரிட்டன் சம் புக்ஸ் அண்ட் அதை பற்றி நம்ம ஒரு டீச்சர் எழுதியிருக்கிறாங்க என்னோட புக். ஓகே, ஸோ மை புக் நேம் இஸ் லீவ்ஸ் ஆஃப் நேஷ்னலிசம். ஸோ about that, Mrs. Kalyani Ravikumar, she has written a book review. I'll just read, you can listen. Okay, இதுதான் இப்படி எதுலாம் கிடையாது. What comes to mind you can write. All right, children. In the 75th year of freedom, a country celebrates and honors everyone. Patriotism flourish in our land, and each and every house, from an infant to an old man, everybody pins our flag happily and shows their love towards our nation. Here I wish to present my review for the book Leaves of Nationalism, a set of 57 poems compiled and presented by the poet Mrs. Srinivas. She published this book in the year 2002, but only a few days before I had a chance to read this book. On every Independence Day, we are speaking about leaders and honoring them, following their ways, and many people are showing their patriotism and love for the nation by their action. Here the poet in this book proves patriotism by her wonderful emotional poems. She oriented her poems collection in a fantastic manner and published as a book as individuals' love towards the nation, empathy against the fellow human beings, and rage against the false are depicted sagaciously via her strong verses. She started her book with the poem I Love My Mother India and ended her book with a tribute to heroes of Kargil War. All mothers carry before birth. Mother Earth carries after death. Here she honors both mother and the motherland. She yearns for a corruption-free, caste-less, literate, fearless, friendly nation. In her poems, Odd Soul, Crackers from Tears, Mother India is Unhappy, Next World War, Poverty, Casteless India, Pollution a Solution, If Not You Then Who, she depicts the panoramic view of the yearning heart. The poem, often pathetic Mallory, are filled with emotion and concern. Donate and save others. United India are examples for her love towards nation. In the poems Mahatma, Jail Life, Patriotism, Second World War and Jallianwala Bagh, her patriotism gushes out. Nowhere to be saved, fell in the well, colorless water, in the well became red. She brings that pathetic scenario of Jallianwala Bagh before our eyes. Everyone is responsible. Country's quality for country's love, there is no boundary. With these lines, she proves her true patriotic feel as a poet. Being a teacher, she inculcates values to her children. Being a poet, she is portraying her feelings through her verses. Her patriotism and love towards her fellow citizens will do more in society in the near future via her mighty pen. I hope you'll read and understand her emotions-filled verses. Name of the book, Leaves of Nationalism. Poet Mrs. Brinda Srinivas. Okay, children, this is only one review. For the same book, I have got more than 20 reviews from different poets and other members. Okay, just for the lesson only now. Now, next thing is review an event which your school has hosted recently. In our school, interactions with celebrities is a great event. Every month, the school management brings a stalwart from a popular field and allows us to interact with him or her. Last week, we interacted with MS Dhoni. Soon after, he clinched the world record for captivating 100 successful IPL matches out of 166 matches. Shweta asked him how he kept his cool under the most challenging part of the match and accomplished the name as game changer and a great game finisher. Dhoni smiled and said that if you are just a batsman, your responsibility are limited. You can bet if the batting conditions are good, but if you are skipper of a team, your responsibility does not stop with just batting. You need to be a quick decision maker. Your role starts well before anyone enters the ground. You must see the turf and decide if the ball would bounce or easily glide on the bat. If the toss is taken, you need to implement the plan of bowling or batting befitting the pitch. On the field, if the batsman from the opponent team is batting very well, you have to change the bowler, taking a split second decision when you are sure. You need to request for DRS to retain your player to send to the opponent out to catch violating the norms and game. Okay? I shall try to retain my name as Mr. Cool. I failed once and have taken the bitter lesson. I expect the highest standards of sportsmanship from the umpires too. Anandi thanked MS Dhoni for sharing his valuable experience, and Dhoni also thanked my classmates for putting him back on the emotional journey towards success and best sportsmanship. Fine, children? So you can write in different manner also. So I hope all of you understood. You can listen again and get